So let's just introduce ourselves. We're Basement. Yeah.
Basement.
How do I want to start this? Let's go. First thing, let's just go with Jared. This is Jared.
Let's go.
Jared Clark, aka Just Made It. Just made it. Because he's always fucking late. I hate him. Like,
But I was on time for today. I was on time for today.
Just made it.
I was late, but I was on time.
Just made it.
Just made it.
Just made it. Alright, we got Trophy. Yeah, it's just Trophy, you know. The man Trophy, he really like keeps us balanced, you know, giving us mindsets of where
The head on.
Yeah.
Head on the shoulders.
and head on our shoulders. Brian, he's the tall. Brian, if he was here,
Rest in peace.
rest in peace.
What happened to Brian?
To my Brian. No, Brian is just he has school. So,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Same thing.
Yeah. So we there. So Brian, and then there's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is Basement. This is us. This year's big for us.
Huge.
Big for us. We started in November.
Don't even know when we started.
I'm saying November 27th.
Yeah,
That's what I've been telling people.
Yeah.
Started November 27th. Jared, tell him how.
So, pretty much, I've always been into clothing and designing and stuff like that, and I've always wanted to start my own brand. Didn't really know how, didn't really have the money either, but it's been like four or 5 years since I've had the passion. Anyways, I moved out here about a year ago. I started working at American Apparel, and that's where I met Yao, and I just like one day just kind of just talking about it because I heard he had a brand going. So I asked him questions, and he's just like, yo, let's talk. That's all he said, and he just like, yo, let's talk, and then he just walked away, and that's how Basement started. That's how it started.
Yeah. I think I was just excited to hear someone like as excited as me, and so I was like, I'm a big believer passion runs passion. So you can be a passionate person, but if you don't have another person passionate pushing you, you can't. I feel like that helps me, that drives me, because then I can see like I get enthused. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? I get excited. Like it makes me, yeah. So that's when it kind of started, and then.
So basically, we were just like throwing around designs and ideas, and we had no idea what we were gonna be called, no idea what we wanted.
What was the first name?
Oh, Portrait clothing. That was the first thing, which was great. It sounded cool.
Yeah, it sounded cool.
It sounded cool, but then when you decide like, oh, we're gonna design for Portrait, so you have no idea what Portrait is.
Yeah, because I started
too broad.
making like Philadelphia.
Yeah, I just started peas. All these
peas all over the place.
And
It
like
just
I'm,
didn't-
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right.
I'm following P and Co. So like I don't want to copy their pea stuff.
Yeah. Just didn't feel
Great
right.
brand.
And then one day I was just like, I was drawing for it, and I was like, I can't draw. I can't draw this. I can't draw for this brand. I can't draw for Portrait. I don't know what that is. I don't know the story. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And so then after we were throwing other names, and then somehow, I think Jared's good at this. He just threw up, he's like, yo, what about Basement? And all of a sudden I was like, man, I came from the basement. Like that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, you know? And then it became something. And then we were Basement Dreams.
Basement Dreams.
And then we were like just Basement. And then finally we were just like, yo, Basement Heads.
Yeah.
And then it just clicked. First I was like, I went to bed and I was like, Basement Heads. Basement Heads. Basement Heads.
Growing up in a basement's cool though. Like I loved it. Growing up in a basement, because you get to wait. All your parents are upstairs, so you kind of like hide out. You never get to like deal with them, which is cool. And they'll never come downstairs.
Never
No, they
come
don't like
downstairs.
coming
So it's
downstairs.
like your own
yeah.
space, and that's when you get like creative. That's when that's when it happens.
I didn't have a basement growing up.
I've never seen a basement. By the way, I never saw a basement till I got here.
Really?
That
Damn.
was
That's cool.
Yeah.
that was like 2 years back. But I like the name. Basement.
Yeah.
Just it's cool.
But
Dude.
what about it? Like, there's something about it that, like, you have to say there's something about
Yeah.
a brand and the idea of like it's like its own like.
But the thing is, why I actually accepted to join Basement was in my short life in business, so to say. What I learned is that the biggest way for business to grow is for the philosophy to grow, the idea to grow, because it's like taking your soul out and putting it out to the world, and that's like you connecting with people in that light. So when he told me about it, I said, oh, let me think about it. So I was like, cool. But I saw
Yeah.
that the philosophy was there because I knew him as the individual, the passion, the drive that he has. So I
Yeah.
was like, for sure, you know what? I know whether I'm coming in here as a poster child, a poster boy. I sat down to think about it. So I was thinking about, okay, trying to think smart, like, what's the business plan? And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna flow with the idea, with the ideology, because I'm not an artsy person. I can't really draw. Maybe good with numbers, reading what people may want to buy, pricing, that kind of thing. But one thing I learned is if I can learn to work with other people's philosophy, I'll be able to grow myself. So Basement gave me
Yeah.
that opportunity. And it's the first time I have to learn from people, because most of the time I'm in control. Like, this is my plan, I'm gonna do it. I don't care who's coming my way, I'm
Yeah.
going to get it done. But for but for once I have to take a backseat and learn how to work, to grow together, and I should put it together and give the world something, you know, because and it's given me the chance to see that the world is like, we're all connected in that sort of sense. And yeah, I don't know, it's mind-boggling, you know. You can't, the explanation, you
Yeah.
can't put it down to see this like becoming a reality, the idea being real. Just Basement, I don't know, it's a living thing to me. It's an entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now an entity. I mean, even amongst our friends, you know, Basement is no longer, oh, those guys brand. It's now you guys and this Basement.
Yeah, it's grown up from
Yeah,
being
yeah,
this thing
yeah.
that, yeah, it's just about you to something
Yeah.
on its own entirely, which is
Yeah.
really
Cool.
cool to start seeing
Yeah,
that
it's
happen.
Cool. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
it's
Describe Basement, Jared. Describe Basement.
Basement. Basement to me.
Yeah.
Basement to me would be. It's kind of like your story, but at the same time, it's just being yourself, being stupid, always having fun.
How stupid are we, Jared? Like,
Not stupid enough. I know.
Aw.
No, we're stupid. I want to be like Basement. We are the way we do things is we don't really care what people think. Really, we just love doing it. It's fun. I have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Get pissed off a lot too because it's hard, man.
yeah.
It's hard.
Yo, don't start a brand. No, I'm kidding.
It's still hard, man. I
It's
got
hard. It's hard.
this
There's-
past half year, almost a year.
Yeah.
It's been just like starting up a brand is really hard. I didn't realize how much goes into it until you actually start it. And like we're learning every day,
Every day.
which is amazing. But we have all side jobs and shit going on, so it's just like we need
One
to
day,
like
though.
yeah.
It's about one
We
day.
got that fire, which is great. So we just gotta keep making sure we're being stupid. We look good. And we're friendly. That's all. I don't know. That's what
Yeah.
Basement is to me.
Yeah.
Friendly, stupid, good-looking people. That's Basement.
Friendly, stupid.
Friendly and
Friendly,
stupid.
stupid, good-looking people.
That's
From
all you
Jared.
need. That's
AKA just made it. Oh God. So this year, so we started with the classic B. Actually, let's just say where we started from. Let's keep that going. So we started with the classic B, and the classic B was just like, I don't know, it just like happened overnight. I came back from Ghana. I was like working. I was working in Ghana. I was coming back. I was like, man, I'm coming back into Canada with a game plan, like with ideas. I'm coming back as a team. I want a team, and we're just gonna run. We're gonna come from nowhere, and people are gonna be like, why didn't I know? you know. And by the time I came back, Jared was working too. And so all of a sudden we were just designing, and finally Jared just threw up a design and sent it to me. So the classic B is actually just Jared, man. And threw it up to me, and I was like, damn. Cause we wanted pullover. You know, we wanted a crew neck pullover. Just because it's a classic material that I feel like brands forgot about. They went straight to hoodies and they forgot about it. I was like, man, varsity looks have been there since like the 40s.
They've never really gone away.
They've never gone away.
It was a thing.
People do it for schools, but why haven't we just done it for brands? You know? And so I just was like, okay, and when I saw the B, I was like, why were we trying so hard? Like, it's not that it was not that whatever, but it just came out easy, and it was simple, and it was beautiful, and that's how it started. And we sold out of that in a week and a half. It was nice. Because I was nervous. Remember that day?
Yeah.
Oh, I was nervous. I was sitting at the we had our pop-up shop, and I was sitting there, and I was just like, I set up my booth, everything's showing, and I was just like, I was standing there, and I was just like, oh man, I was like, yo, you do this,
Yeah,
you do that.
yeah.
I'm directing. I was like, like really just like nervous. And once we sold our
I
first,
barely even knew like anyone really. I just
No.
knew you at the time.
Yeah.
The pop-up shop.
Yeah.
That's just
and
weird.
and we sold our first one, and then it just kept
Selling out, yeah.
And then at the pop-up shop we sold almost our entire inventory, and then people were just like wearing them around the campus.
Yeah.
And we were like, people were like, yo, can I buy one? And the funny thing is, we didn't even have a website,
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
Facebook site.
Really? That's
we
all
were
you-
selling it
oh.
off Facebook
Oh
and
my
emails.
gosh.
Yeah.
People had to email us.
Yeah.
Explain the skater era, because now we might as well
Our newest product.
our newest
Yeah.
product. Explain the skater era.
Do you want me to explain?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go.
Yeah.
So skater air to me is I don't know. I think this is like, I love this sweater the way it's designed. But this is my hand signature, and yeah, it's kind of like us, like our mark. It just shows me and Yao on one piece. Because before, when we did clothing, like the piece we've done before, it's like, I guess the skull's kind of the same, but it's kind of just like we designed something which is cool, but this is kind of like, it almost shows us now, kind of, because like we're not like just structured, we're kind of just like a hand signature, we're kind of like wild. And then the back is like the skater, which is cool, and it's just kind of I took it from Yao, like that's pretty much him. But it's him, so, and we just love skating, we love chilling, and that's our flag. So like that's what we kind of wanted to be, like a flag of like who we are. So we're just like, it's our time to like shine. It's our time to.
We just getting good. Like we
Yeah.
just getting good.
And we're still finding ourselves. So
You know
we
what
don't
I'm
even know,
saying?
like, as much as we talk, I mean, we don't even know. We're gonna be different for sure.
Oh man, if they
Yeah.
gave
In a
us
better
money,
way, for sure.
if we had money,
Yeah.
we'd be so different. Like, but we'd be fly as fuck. But but I'm just saying, like, straight up, like the skater era was just we went through design after design after design.
Yeah.
We went through making it like too crazy to too, you know, and we found a way to get back to our simplicity and showcase who we like. Like the funny thing about me and Jared, when we're making clothes, we gel, like we gel really good. But this is the first time where we're just like, it's like we just we're here now. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
before it was like, okay, yeah, B came out, Hooligan, we corresponded, but it wasn't. We weren't still like we weren't gelled.
I think people can see that too.
You know what I'm
People
saying?
can, like, see
And
that.
then even though we all were there for the Hooligan making, when we learned how to sew
yeah.
for the pocket,
The worst.
like the worst. You know, but
Worst.
we learned how to sew. We did that all in like 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? And then to the skulls, which was just a mistake that
The
happened
skull,
to be
I like
beautiful.
how that worked.
Yeah.
I love
Mistake
how
that happened to
worked.
be beautiful.
Yeah.
And then finally, this one we just got it. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
thing, I'm like, man, we just getting good. What happens in a year from now?
Yeah.
No,
What we
because for
making,
this,
you know?
I had just flown in, and then you showed me the design, and you asked me, "Oh, what do you think?" And straight up, I was just like, "Yes." That was outside. You know, you're like, "Yo, what?" I was like, "Yes, yo, this is crazy."
Yeah.
And I mean, it really shows. So when they used to ask me, "What do you want to be, doctor?" I dropped it.
So what's your? I want to see your soldier face, man. What is?
I
If
don't
you
have
were,
a soldier
if you were to fight right now, like you gotta fight, you gotta
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
some ass.
Let's say
let's see your
let's say
war
I'm
face.
you're gonna box. You're gonna box tonight. I don't know. Box
Box?
someone.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me try see.
You need a kill man right now
Yeah.
to protect you.
I can't do it. I can't. But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool. When I was a kid,
Spider-Man?
no, that was my superhero.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to be. I was dumb. I wanted to be like the. I was like, oh man, because I had a thing from my dad. Like I had this Michelangelo book. I was like, I want to be the best artist that ever lived.
Oh.
Isn't that the dumbest thing? And then after I was like, and then I remember telling my mom that, and she was just like, please. And then I wanted to be the next Michael Jackson. Weird, right? Right? And then as I grew up, I wanted to be woohoo again. Like I was just picking like really big things, you know? And really, I'm none of those.
I think like just think about it, like parent wise, like if your kid is just said like, oh, I want to be like the president or something, be like, oh, he's gonna be like successful, he's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then when like kids are gonna be like, I want to be just like an artist or something, you're like,
You know?
like, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it! They probably was like, my mom was probably like, oh, he's never gonna make money.
No, but I think
You know?
I think in them they see
That passion, which is totally cool. Like I want
Yeah.
my kids to all be like
when my little brother
creative
said he
kids. I
wants
don't
to-
want them to do like jobs, like desk jobs. Like that.
when my little brother said he wants to be an artist, my mom wasn't shocked. But if it was me who said that, oh,
Really?
they'll be like, yo, stop being lazy. Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I remember it was a couple years ago though, where my mom was like, I was standing, I was in the kitchen. I think I was like making hot chocolate or something like that. Probably eating cookies. You know, I love cookies, but
Send cookies.
sand
Sand
cookies, sand cookies. You know, peanut
Reese's,
box.
Reese's peanut butter cups. I love those.
Ooh,
Love
ooh.
those.
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Let me give you some.
Yeah.
But you
Maybe
see,
after this interview. But my mom said to me like, oh man, like I thought you would have made it by now, and I was shocked.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, like, oh my god, like, what am I doing? And I thought all of a sudden I was like, then that's when I started doing like, I started like trying to do new things. That's when me and Yuzo, we made a movie. That's when
Yeah.
all these things, I just was like, you know what, it's time to stop talking
and
and start doing.
yeah.
Because no one's gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
That's what I, like. That's one thing I can say. I
Some
love.
people get it easy, but we gotta like.
No,
we gotta
yeah,
work, for it.
That's why we basement, really. like,
No,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
that's something about basement that I've realized. It's a constant. Like I'm trying to put it as I feel in my head. If my language is wrong, then fine. But it's like the conversation you are at the point in your life. At that point in your life, it's.
I can't wait for
You see,
basement. in
yeah, I
5
see.
years.
Oh, I wanna, yeah, you know.
Like we be dressing great.
Yeah.
So it's growing. It's growing with you. Like you see, you are at the point where I have to do something. It has to come out from the mind, from the mouth, to the reality, and then from us. Well, we have to keep it going. For the same way, when I have to grow as a person, as a child, I have to grow. But there's the optimism where I know for sure I'm gonna grow. I know I'm gonna grow. Like as a kid, I knew I was gonna be a man. I don't know. I could have been stunted, but I knew somewhere somehow I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. And it's the same thing. Basically, I was looking at the Instagram thingy and seeing how we're
How it
growing,
grows.
and it's growing steadily, steady, and
Yeah.
the right path. You know, we're not cutting
Shout out
corners.
to Mark.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
his
Yeah.
photographs are
You
beautiful.
basement,
Yeah.
baby. Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, all of your
Yeah.
new lookbooks,
Yeah.
amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Makes me
but
look
that's
fierce.
basement.
Yeah.
I feel like we just somehow we have met.
We're attracting the
We're
right
attracting
Yeah.
these
People.
these passionate beings.
Rad people.
These
Yeah.
passionate rad beings
Yeah.
and like they just want to be around and they want to
Yeah.
like our parties, like we have a party
Yeah,
after
yeah,
every
yeah.
release.
Yeah.
Come to our basement parties, by the way. but like we literally are just attracting this group, and they want to work,
Yeah.
and they want to
Yeah.
do things, and they want to create, and they have this
thing. Yes, inside them.
and I'm just like, I'm moved, and
Well, that's-
I love it.
That's all I
It's
want to
crazy.
do for my life is like if you get around, if you hang around with like creative people, and like people who are passionate about like anything
Yeah,
really, just
yeah.
passion. That like you get inspired just hanging around with them. Like you want to just work. You want to be like, yo, let's stop hanging out. Let's go like do some work. You
Yeah.
do what you need to do. Let's.
Who
I'll
are
do
you
what I
inspired
need to
by, like in let's say, who are you inspired by in like life? Because we're all so different, so I'm
Yeah,
asking them
yeah,
questions.
yeah.
So who are you inspired by in your life? You can say this person when I read this book, when I did this, or when I felt that artist, they changed who I was.
Mhm.
Who would you say?
do. This is gonna sound lame, but like my girlfriend for sure. She inspires me. No, but for real though. For
She
real
gonna
though.
love you
Yeah.
after this.
Just gotta know, just change it. But no, seriously, she is an amazing artist, and she has that like hunger for it. She
Yeah.
wants to become an artist,
Yeah.
and like it's not just like her passion. Like we kind of just started pushing each
She's
other.
amazing.
She's like, she wants to paint. I'm like, then paint. Like then do it. Like you have a dream, chase it. And she just like does it, and it like looks amazing, and she's doing really well. And then like me seeing her being successful, I'm like, well, I need to do that too. Like I need to be successful, and like so it makes me want to like push myself too, which is amazing. It's what I need. And then we've also been seeing this this artist like Super Kitchen Pirelli, or they're like a French couple artist, and they're amazing. Like, their artwork is like what I want. And so like I just watch their videos, and I'm just like, as soon as I'm done watching a video, I just want to get up and like do work. Like that's what I love doing, just watching stuff like that. But yeah, that's my.
Let me see. I have a lot. I don't know. Let me say my president. It's weird. I'm Ugandan, by the way, so just search president of Uganda.
That's where the accent comes from.
Yes. Oh no, I don't have an accent. But yeah. Let me see why. Because it's progressive in the sense, regardless of what people may say about you, it doesn't. Well, that's the way he's carried himself. You know, we have problems in our country. We have things that we must do, but then external pressure and people from outside will tell you, no, this is the way to do it. This is, you know. But we understand our problem. We know it is, and it's the same thing for us. You know, there are people outside who said, oh, you guys should do this for basement. You guys should do this for basement, but they don't know the context of the story. They don't know where we started, and it's the same thing with our lives. I feel like we have to see our problem and solve it, whatever weight. I don't know, because people will tell you, parents may tell you, oh, you gotta do it this way, you have to do it this way, but no. So that's why I think he's my hero. And yeah,
Maybe we should call Trophy big thinker.
I want to say like a
Big-
philosopher,
you know,
like
no,
Trophy philosopher.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one and when you get him talking, you're like, oh shit, that boy has a brain, like, you know,
But-
like it's big and it's
Yeah.
thinking on another path. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
just a philosopher.
I find
He's
that
a
weird.
philosopher.
because for me,
What
Well,
would you
you're-
say Brian is like though?
Brian.
Yeah, but like,
He's like a teddy bear.
you know,
Yes.
isn't he? Isn't
Yeah.
he? He's so
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah.
For a 6'6" person, he's so soft.
No.
Like, he's so soft. He's our teddy bear, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to our teddy bear.
Yeah.
For me, it was Pac, like Tupac. Like I just like once I heard once I heard Me Against the World, I was like, whoa. You know, it was Pac, it was Malcolm X, it was it's even Kobe. I was like, you know, it's even Kobe. I was joking with one of my friends. I was like, man, you got Kobe in you, like when she plays. But like I was like, man, like it's like you have this thing that you need it. You gotta like with Pac, when you hear Pac doing interviews, you're just like, my God.
Yeah.
You're like, my God, this, like he says barely anything, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
He spits at the camera, and you're like, whoa. You know, there's life in him. There's so much life in him. And I'm gonna say that about all those people that I just named. Malcolm X, there's life in him. There's life in him. Whenever he talked, he was like, just strictly like, you're like, man, are you gonna die tomorrow? Like there's life in him. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like those people inspired me. They made me think I have to take advantage of every minute I have, you know. So, but I guess we'll like conclude there. We are basement heads. We're all basement heads. You're a basement head. and he wanted to wear a baklava today.
I wish.
He wanted to wear.
I wanted to ask you something, man. I should have just came in just chilling with those weird ass matches.
They'd be scared.
Yeah.
All right, though. We basement heads. I'm coming upstairs now. Okay.